Today, we're talking about Sora. If you don't know what Sora is a new AI platform that allows you to create video, and it comes from OpenAI. OpenAI owns ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is really famous as a text and even to some degree, it's known as a text generative AI. It also connects to DALL-E. DALL-E is their visual picture creation tool, and through ChatGPT you can actually ask it through prompts to create anything from social media posts to help you write content, to reply to emails, to do just about anything. It's a chat AI bot. That's what ChatGPT is. Sora is a video AI. So what does that mean? So right now you'll see at the main screen Sora.com. Now, to get access to Sora, you either have to have a pro account, which costs $20 a month, or you have to have a business account, which is they just offered, and it starts at $200 a month. Now, the pro does have some limitations, but you do get a bunch of credits you can use. It's not going to be unlimited use for the pro members. And so we kind of want to go into what is Sora, what does it do, and my thoughts as a content creator for a bunch of different businesses, and is this going to help? Alex Haynes, one of the owners of A Squared, and we are a marketing company, and we have an online coaching course called Get Noticed, which helps people get more noticed online by increasing your reach on social media and other digital platforms, as well as we teach tips and tricks on how to leverage Facebook, Instagram, how to create content better and faster, as well as how to leverage AI. If you want to know more about our coaching classes, click on the link below to get more information. So let's jump into it. So first, I want to show you what Sora looks like. This is the homepage of Sora. What you're going to see is their featured content, and this is all these videos. Look at that. Right? And some of these look really good. Some of these look unique, and we're going to talk about that. And then you can actually, right here in the little chat box, you can describe your video. You have a bunch of different options. You can upload an image and turn a picture into a video, which is kind of cool. You can choose a different preset. Presets include whimsical stop motion, balloon world, stop motion, archival, film noir, cardboard, and papercraft. You can choose the format aspect ratio. Do you want a 16:9, a 1:1, 9:16? You can choose the quality. As a pro member, we don't have access to 1080p. You would need a $200 account for that. But 480, 720 is going to work. And for what I've created, 720 is fine. 480, I've even been able to get away with that because we're creating content for reels and things like that. So phones don't need such high res for social media. And then you can select up to 10 seconds, 5-second and 10-second clips as pro members. I believe the other durations are unlocked when you go to the higher level. And we can go do up to 2 videos in a revision. Obviously, the higher the quality, the more revisions you do. If you add any presets, the cost per generation is going to increase, and you can see what that's going to cost you as far as coins. Now, I'd have to look up the details on how many coins you get, and for our actual users who go into our training, we're going to break down how to use Sora for your business, where it's at, what to expect as a pro member, and if it's any good versus some other programs. So if you are a paid member for our Get Noticed program, we're going to go more into that. This video, we're just going to talk about the overall and my initial thought as a content creator for other unique businesses. So I also want to talk about this storyboard thing they have here. So you can see I've actually created, I'm going to go to my video library over here. You can see I've created a bunch of different content already, just testing out what this can do. You can see I've created, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different videos over the last 2 days. This is brand new. Sora is very new, and I kind of want to talk about the pros and the cons and my thoughts about Sora. So, first off, I was really, really excited about, can't seem to get back to the main page. Really excited. Maybe featured? There it goes. I was really excited about Sora when it first came out. I was like a giddy kid waiting for a new toy to be dropped in my lap. And that was my initial, like, I'm really, 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 because ChatGPT has been really good for our business. It's really helped us not only help ourselves, but help other business take their social media to the next level. And so when Sora comes out, as someone who's a huge proponent of storytelling through video content, because video is the best type of platform that can be used on social media, I was excited because all things I was hoping we could do with this program. So first things first, this is early days, which means this just came out and it's only going to get better from here. So my first thought process was, this is amazing. My initial second, like 0.5 seconds later, when I started looking through the videos is, oh God, this is awful. Now let me explain why I think that. Some of these videos are really, really great. And you're going to be able to get 2, 3, sometimes if you're lucky, 5 seconds of video footage that is phenomenal. The problem is telling a longer story with this is going to be really hard, because with AI video generation and it being so new, it's going to get weird really fast. And I'm going to show you some examples of what worked, what didn't work, what the prompts do, what prompts people are using, because once again, this is all about text prompt. And obviously there's going to be a learning curve. The better you are at text prompting Sora, the better it's going to be. The program's going to get better over time. But as a person who creates content for the people, I found it very difficult to get exactly what I wanted. I got generally kind of what I was looking for a couple of them. I have one set of videos that I did a lot of, and we're going to talk about that just did not pan out whatsoever, that are pretty much unusable, so I just burned credit. What did work for me, learning what this platform can really do, was a big deal. But Sora is brand new, and a lot of people are excited to use it, and there should be some excitement. However, there's a big, giant but that's going to be in every conversation. But it's not what we want yet. And that's where Sora is going to be frustrating. So, the pros. Sora can do some really, really cool video generation. And if you're looking for a 2 to 3 second clip for B-roll, or if you're looking for a clip that you might be able to use on a reel as part of a bigger piece of footage, I think Sora is going to potentially nail what you're looking for if you give it enough time. The cons. Some of the video content is very Infinite Valley type look. It's uncanny. It's a little weird. It has issues. You know it's generated by AI. Some looks amazing and you can't tell, and I want to focus on that positive aspect, but also recognize that some of this is not great. One of the things that catch my eyes in the feature section is this clip here. So this is a clip of, I guess, a rail car or a sky train. That's what they call edge of the cliff. Now, I think the person was trying to get was the train going around the cliff. However, it jets off into the sky, and we see this kind of infinite loop and this weird kind of edit at the beginning. And I wouldn't call this usable footage at all. I would not call this usable footage. I think it's fun, but for like what I do for my clients, this isn't usable. This, though, on the other hand, look at this clip. There's a couple seconds where you're zooming in on this person that looks amazing. And I think as a short clip, this is a 5-second clip, I would say 2 to 3 seconds of the clip is really usable for maybe setting up a story, or even using the clip to tell a longer story through a series of clips. When it comes to building out your content, I think you could do that. So this is phenomenal. That's great. This, though, on the other hand, this is going to get a little weird. Okay, I'm not sure. It's cool, but I'm not sure how this is usable. I don't see this being usable. And this is where I slightly get frustrated. As someone who is looking to create content, because we do social media content for a lot of businesses, and a lot of businesses are asking us questions like, how do I leverage this? Some of this isn't very usable. This clip, though, kind of cool, right? If you want a short clip of someone dragging a UFO, this is phenomenal from the aspect of this would cost me next to nothing to make as far as credits. This is very usable for like showing a piece of B-roll like in the background, potentially looking at using other programs to kind of extend this footage possibly as well. This would be something that would cost a lot of in-house to actually create. Sora is doing this for absolutely cents, right? And so this is a cool shot that I think could be used in a bigger story where you're going to have some issues is getting this UFO, if this is like a really big part of the story, duplicated over and over again. You may have to look at creating that model so it's in other places, exactly like we see here. But as far as the single shot, this is really cool, could be usable. This picture here, this is a great shot. And I think these time lapses of nature, and even I've done some pet stuff where it's just simple pan shots, very simplistic shots. This is great content you can use that's unique B-roll for your content that's going to be totally different than anyone's going to be using for stock. I think eventually this is going to replace stock footage because AI can generate what you're looking for, and it's going to be unique to your client, and you can change things, and that's value of this. I think this is kind of cool too. This type of footage, the documentary footage I've seen them make works so well. Black and white covers up so much. The fact that this grainy footage covers up any potential issues. The camera movement feels very natural, very good, which also distracts you from any potential issues, right? When you start paying close attention to the video content, you start seeing little issues pop up, but you're not going to focus on that because you're just enjoying the clip itself. Let's see here. So these are things that really, these are the feature things. This is the stuff that's working great. However, let's go to some of the videos I made and which ones were usable and not. Okay, so this is a clip that actually was found very usable. I said 3 golden doodles. That stuff's actually golden dogs with Christmas hats enjoying a cozy fire. I wanted to create a clip for some background to kind of put the point out that pets are not toys. Don't throw them away after a month or two. They're part of your family. For a client who sells a product for pet insurance, really trying to pinpoint and underline that pets are family. They're not just Christmas gifts. And we all know the horrors behind Christmas gift stories of pets that go awry, they go wrong. And we wanted to make a clip of that, so we showed this, and this went really well. And that was great. Okay, this, we can see, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos, and it still didn't work exactly like I wanted to. I had to go edit it and tweak it in another program to get kind of what I wanted to get. I tried to combine it with something else I made that went horribly. Once again, I there's this learning curve here. But what I wanted was this, which is that like button, just one of them to hit the ground, bounce back up, hit it again, and explode into coins. This is the closest I got to that. Not what I asked for at all. Was it usable? Kind of. I made it work, but it was not at all usable. This is the first one that I got. I don't even know what. It was just awful. It was this was unusable for me. I didn't know where it was going with this. Played with the prompt a couple times, had to use Storyboard to get the prompt to be better. And this is where prompt generation is going to get key to creating better videos. I think Storyboard's going to have that edge because Storyboard's going to let you craft that prompt with AI, which is going to make a better video. I had content violate their policies potentially. I did use the word like Facebook in some of these, trying to figure out like how to create that thumbs up button I was looking for. Was able to do it in these other ones because they changed the wording, but the words I use Facebook, I hit a policy issue, which I get. And and there's going to be more of this. This was kind of cool. I took, before we get too far into this, let's go back to here. I took an image, which was this still image, and said, hey, I want to make it, I said space heater on fire. I wanted to highlight for an electrician, the dangers of space heaters. It worked great until the end, and it got kind of weird and creepy. Yeah, that weird clip at the end. This clip. I don't know where this came from, why this injected random people, what I was thinking. I had no prompts for that. This was like it interpreted that I wanted real people in this. So that clip up to that point was usable until it did that weird pan whip, but I could edit that. Okay, now these is where things did not go great for me. I work with a client that does life insurance, and I wanted to create a series of claymation, very short clips of the Grim Reaper or Angel of Death, basically looking at his watch or knocking on a door or a bunch of other things. Like, I was just trying to get a simple, fun animation clip, and some of this is really great. It didn't land though, so let me show you. I asked for it to check his wristwatch. No movement. Pan though, and the candles look cool. And if I had more, I could extend this somehow. It might have worked. Didn't work for me. That was quite a bit because we did 720p. I burned a bunch of credits on this. Burned a bunch of credits on this as well. I wanted just to standing at the front door, lift his arms, check his wristwatch, look at the time. Well, he lifted his arms and then did this weird dance, and then finally looked at his wristwatch. Not very usable. Okay, this one I just said, hey, well, let's remix that last one. So this was a little bit more closer. If you look at these videos, the cool thing about remix is I had the same basic character, which is great. And I wanted him to hold the scythe and make sure it was death. And then I wanted him just to knock on the door. Did knock, did a weird little dance. Once again, not usable. I said I wanted death holding a scythe walking past the camera. I kind of got that. It added a bunch of extra stuff for no reason. What I wanted was just him to walk straight across the camera to be locked down. So I could probably change those prompts to get that a better result. I wanted... I did this in storyboard. This did not come out at all like I wanted. Basically what I wanted was death to walk by, go from left to right, then right to left. And when he came back, I wanted him to basically be dragging a bag that left a red streak, basically that he had done his deeds and there was a dead body in the bag. That's what I wanted, right? A little morbid, but we're trying to talk about life insurance. That can be difficult. This is what it came up with, which is a very avant-garde, kind of weird content, and I'm not sure what it was trying to do. I tried one more time. This one went even worse. And for me, I was really frustrated at this point. And I was like, I'm done. Then I did Space Heater, that kind of worked. And then we went through all that. And I finally started looking at the content of the featured and what worked and what didn't. And this is where I think Sora can work. When you're talking about 2-3 second clips, simple pan shots, day to nights, little individual clips just to highlight a point, I think that works really well. When you're trying to create very specific content that is complex, Sora's not capable of that. This is really cool. I love this. This is a great intro scene. You can do this lasso and lace. That's great. And this is a great piece of B-roll just to kind of set the stage for a bigger story. So Sora going to be good for you. Well, I think AI video generation is amazing. I think you can do some really cool things. Can you turn around and sell it to your clients as something you can deliver? Maybe it's going to be hard. I'm going to be honest. This is not a straight of, hey, I can make you videos real quick using AI generation. It's going to look amazing. We're not quite there yet. We're not going to be able to create 30-second reels easily. I'm going to say easily quickly and the time you're going to want it to do just by using AI generative content. We're not there yet. Can it create pieces of content that could help you elevate your story? Absolutely. If you are going to focus on the 10-second reel, if you're going to create 2 to 3 seconds of content that's just going to help get people immersed, or if you're going to looping videos, a great example, this would be a great looping video, right? Or the beginning of a great storytelling, storybook type of fantasy intro. If you're doing like a voiceover, you can create variations of this and create a really nice story, I think. If you get really creative with how you use some of this content, I think it'd be good for you. I don't think it's going to be something that you're going to turn around and with a couple clicks and a couple words generate amazing content you never have to do video editing again. We're not there yet. I think it can create some really cool stuff. Once again, I think that's going to be fun of itself, but we're not quite exactly where we want to be yet with video generation. Plus, it takes a lot to get it right. Some of these, if you look at the prompts, if you click on any of these, if you ever get in here, you actually see the prompts by clicking this, right? Less movement of water. Landscape should be undiluted, but still no movement. The exhibit is varying in texture, testing boundaries of the walls, pushing close to the ceiling in some places. Okay, so there should be no movement of the water. And it did exactly the opposite. It added movement, ton of movement. What it wanted to show, which I think was a serene and kind of just testing where the water's going to be, but it didn't do what it asked for. This is where I think, we're not quite there yet. It's good. Like, don't get me wrong. The results can be great, and you can ask for one thing, get something totally different, and still make it work if you're flexible. But if you're coming in going, I need this exact piece of content from AI, I don't know if you're going to get that. And so is Sora good? I think it's okay-ish. It's not amazing. I think as I use it more, as I help people leverage this for their content, I think in 3 to 6 months, I'm going to be a much bigger fan than I am right now, because there's a steep learning curve with how to make the prompts and get what you want out of Sora. Do I think it's amazing right now? No, I think there's better programs for about the same cost. If I had to counsel people, hey, because I had someone, hey, should I get the business membership at $200 a month to get access to like unlimited video generations? And my question was like, why? What are you trying to do? And through a conversation, I was like, I just don't know if you need to pay that much money for something that's not going to necessarily get you where you want. Try it out at the $20 mark first, because with a pro membership for $20, you get to play with this. So I get 1,000 credits. Video durations, max video duration is 5 seconds. Looks like we do 10 seconds with certain clips. Max resolution is 720. ChatGPT Plus, you get 50 priority videos, 1,000 up to 720p and 5-second duration. And then you get up to 500 priority videos at 10,000 credits. Unlimited relaxed videos, up to 1080p resolution, 20-second duration, 5 concurrent generations. And that pro is that $200 we talked about. To give you an idea, I haven't used all my credits. I've created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It looks like I've created about 14 pieces of content. I found 2 of them usable. So we're going to say 20%, just to be generous. 15%, if we're probably being honest, of the video content I made at the very beginning was usable. So I think as we get better, I think that will increase from 15 to 20% to possibly 30, 40%, maybe even 50%, which is going to be even better. And I think as the program gets better, it's going to become more valuable. So those are my thoughts on Sora. If you don't have an account with ChatGPT, go ahead and check them out. I don't make any money. If you do, that'd be awesome if I did. We use ChatGPT heavily with what we do for our content creation, and we teach how to use ChatGPT to leverage things. If you're interested, once again, in learning more about AI, how to leverage it for your business, how to create content, or even want a deeper conversation about how we use this, and we're going to use this to help our clients generate money, then check out our Get Noticed program. Until next time, we'll see you later.